Hey, I'm gonna go through how to fix the problem of your string popping out of the scroll out of your peg up here, because that's a common problem if your string gets too loose because you haven't played for a while. So I'm gonna loosen this all the way up and pull the string out. And sometimes if your string won't tighten, but it looks like it's in there, sometimes the end of it has popped out and you just can't quite tell. So really, if you are having trouble tightening it, check that. So I pulled it out. It's kind of tricky to put back in because it's a tiny little hole, dark little spot. So that's why I'm going to turn on the headlamp. So see in the peg box there? There is the empty peg right here. And there is a little hole in that empty peg. Do you see it? So you need to feed that string into that little empty hole right there. And that's why I have the headlamp on, because I don't have the best vision and it's really hard to see. So I've got it in the hole. And you're going to hold it in there. And once you get a couple rotations, you don't have to worry about holding it in there so much. Make sure as you're tightening it that that same issue that you had before doesn't pop up. You might have to tuck that back into your peg box like we discussed in the peg box video. So you're going to have to hold that tight all the way up here so that that doesn't happen. If you hold it loose when you're tightening it up here, if you let it get loose down here, this will pop out. So you will have to put that back in, but I did do the video on that. So if it happens, you'll be in good shape. But yeah, you make sure that stays in there. Make sure your string is in the groove, in the bridge. Keep it tight, and then with your other hand, continue to tighten that string. But you're going to have to pull out kind of away from you, see? So that it keeps it tight at both ends as you tighten, because if it's too loose up here, the string will pop out again. So you want to kind of make it like an arch, like a bow and arrow kind of, with your thumb, and it holds it tight at both ends. And keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Pull your finger out, and then push in as you turn up. So it's loose, and then you push in with the peg and turn away from you to make it tighter. And then you can continue with tuning from there. And I already uploaded the tuning demo, so that should be helpful and ready for you, and you should be right back on track again. And I hope that helps. And if you have any further questions about a string popping out of the pegs, then just message me and I can try and help you out with a live video chat. But here's the peg box. See, there's lots of little details in there, and you just have to look for the tiny little hole to put the string back into. And if it's not tightening, even with the pushing in and turning up, it is a possibility that your string has just popped out of its hole on there. So if any of those don't look tightly wound around their peg, then that's probably your case. And thank you again for listening, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys again in person. I miss you all.